Lynden, is it Lakovic or Lakovic?
Apparently it's Lakovic.
That's disappointing.
Very
he already moved down in my tiers.
I'll be honest, I'm going to keep saying Lakovic. I'm going to keep saying Lakovic, though. I have to.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
6'4" left wing. Same draft tier. What do the people need to know about Lynden?
Gonna be fascinating to see where he goes. Like 6'4", his size. He's one of the older players in the draft, so that always comes up too. It's the same thing with what's his name? McQueen's one of the older players in this draft too. I think he's
what is the best time to be born for the NHL draft? Like, we're being too old, too young, like, doesn't matter. Like, do you want to be like right in that middle ground, or do you want to be younger or older? Like, what?
I think you want to be younger. Like, you get more. It's like, well, he's doing this at this age. Like, for this, among his peers, in this draft class, he's doing this at this age. Like, that's what comes up in me every time I talk about Matthew Schaefer. I'm like, it's insane that he's a week and a half away from being eligible for next year.
Is this why Austin Matthews can't get it done for the Leafs?
Gotta be. Have you considered moving your birthday?
I mean, when he barely missed the McDavid and an Eichel draft, you just know that he doesn't have that dog in him. Matthews has that turtle in him.
That's brutal. I think at the end of the day, Lynden Lakovic is going to be one of my draft sons. Like, I fucking love, like, he is, like, his highlight tape is comical. Like, almost every goal that he scores, you're just like Sports Center top 10 mode. And just a fluid mover, dual threat scoring, can control the game with the puck on his stick at the wing. Like, if he can like continue to be more physical consistently, that'll unlock a whole other like element to him. But there's just not a whole lot of players who have evolved like him. Like, he was looked at primarily over the last couple of years as like, yeah, he's got some like he's got an interesting profile. Obviously, he's a decent enough skater. He's big and like he's got some skill. At this point now, like it's like in terms of pure skill, he's probably top 5 in this class, just like raw skill. Again, like what he can do with the puck on his stick, he makes any defenseman look stupid. The fact that he's not the quickest skater, but like so many of his goals come from him just driving wide and like making a skill play and sniping off the rush is very impressive. Again, I think he's a super smart player, and the skating has like taken a step over the last couple of years. So that's been interesting. It's been obviously boosting his game, but he's, again, not like the quickest skater in the world, but like pretty fluid just in terms of like the movement, which is always interesting. I think the pace, like there's another level there that he could probably hit. He's one of those few players that you've seen like their skating legitimately like change like over the last couple of years. So, but I think he's just got super high upside. Again, one of the most skilled players in this draft class. Can score from distance, can beat you wide, score skill plays. Pretty decent both ends of the ice as well. But he is one of my favorite players to watch in this class. Again, like I'm going to be putting together like the highlight tape for him, and it's like the goals he scored, they're just like legitimately comical.
So tell me, we talked about how Florida Panthers are changing the way people view stuff. Show me the good skater on the Florida Panthers.
Oh, I mean, I've said this before. I definitely don't put skating as high on my like list. Usually,
no, I'm like, just saying, like, does that change things? Like,
right.
Does the recency bias of the Florida Panthers and watching a bunch of guys that are very average at best skaters dominate, does that have the potential to propel a Lynden Lakovic? No, Lakovic. We're sticking with it. Does that change things, or still no? People haven't caught on.
I don't think so. But I mean, again, with him, like it's like his skating is legitimate. Like he's a solid skater. He's just like, he doesn't have the top pace, but he's completely changed his like skating style. He's so much more fluid and he gets so much more power in each and every stride. And he's become so fucking agile at his size. Like he is very, very impressive. But again, for him, the big thing that everyone's going to talk about is like this, the skill and the goal scoring ability. And like, he's legitimately driving play from the wing on a very like pretty bad fucking Moose Jaw Warriors team this year.
But help me understand. And like, maybe I'm like getting way too granular on this. Like a 6'4" winger who you just said, like, you don't personally take skating that much into your breakdown. You've got him in draft tier 12 to 18, but you say he's potentially a top 5 skill. Is it just because he's a wing that he's in your 12 to 18 tier? Or like, what is the negative? What's the holdback on drafting a Lynden Lakovic besides the fact that his name is Lakovic and that's lame?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I would probably change that to the 10 to 15, maybe. I mean, I think again, more so just the fact there have been other players who have just like climbed over him or whatever, but it's been like this, like the last 2 years of when he's really popped, and there's just like a bunch of the other players too have just like, this has been who they are, like their whole career. Like they've always kind of been a like whatever Team Canada, Team USA guy, super high upside, like talked about forever. Like he's come on the scene like probably last 2 years or so and really just evolved his game. So again, like if like, let's say your team takes him like 7, 8, 9, 10, you're totally just gambling on upside. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like I would, like, he is that fun to watch. He's got that much upside. He's legit top 6 winger potential for sure. And again, on the skating piece, like basically where I come in is like, it's a bonus if they're that size and they're not like just relying on their like strength and physicality or whatever. Like if you have that next level of like just fluid mobility and you have a little bit of pace too, that's just a bonus.
Sure. Fair.